Good afternoon, guys. It's November 1st, first day of the month, and today was the FOMC also. And tomorrow, Apple's earning, and Friday, non-farm payroll. So we will stay neutral today just due to FOMC with slight bearishness. Okay. As long as price is below Globex high and above Globex high will become neutral. So the idea is, as long as it stay below Globex high, we can be little bit bearish, but neutral, but little bit on the bearish side, neutral to bearish, neutral bearish. But above Globex high, we will become neutral 100%. That means we can favor longs or shorts. Okay. Now below Globex low plus few points down, we will become neutral bearish for sure, and below yesterday's low we will become bearish, and then therefore onwards, right? So this is the note before FOMC. Now due to FOMC today, no concrete bias per se in general, but this is my idea. Focus on levels. Keep an eye on Dow Jones. First warning for bias is break below 4190 in ES and break below 43,400 in MQ. Now notice one thing. See how powerful the levels are. Like levels give you the reading, right? See, apart from all the levels, right, there are so many levels in the chart. I mention only these two levels, this one level for ES and NQ, right? Because that was the first warning sign level, So since we know yesterday buyers were active since yesterday, right? So in order for sellers to become even active, even to think about selling, they have to break below first line of sand from buyers. So buyers first line in sand, they have to break below it. That's where the first warning starts, So that's why this was the level. It's a buyer's level, critical level, very first level, Now look, 433, 400 and 4190. So this is 8:30 news, right? Some kind of news, whatever it is. Either it's some job report or something, right? Some news was around 8:30, right? Now before 8:30, right? Before that news, if you look at it, the note was written at 6 o'clock. And the same level I specified yesterday in the evening in Discord, that watch out this level above buyers have a control. This buyers from yesterday. Now if you look at it here, look where price dropped. 433, 400 area, right here and right here, right? Look at ES, right here in touch of 90 to the T almost, right? Then what happened? Then I was expecting buyers, to defend it, but at the same time I was expecting for the sellers to keep it below this Globex high, and then of the open, if it goes below this, I was planning to short. That was the idea in my mind at the time of writing this note. I was not looking for this up move at all. Maximum I was looking for up to 23. That's it. Then above that I was not looking for the up move. I was looking for a rejection from here, go back down and short. NQ up to 532, it was allowed to go. Then onwards I was looking for a down move. So that was the idea when I wrote the note. But I knew this level is a buyer's level. They will buy it. But the way they bought it here, and price went up to here at this point, and then 8:30 news took a breakout, like it did a breakout, So then at that point I was thinking, okay, breakout happened, right? Now we are neutral. We are no longer neutral favoring bearish. Here also it breakout. See, at this point I thought it's a fake breakout. That means it will go down before open, But then damn thing pull back right into this area, Globex high, and turn into support before even open. And then, before even open it reached here. See, now it's something fishy going on. Now I was expecting price to go up to here, but the way it was doing step up, see, and it actually has this breakout. NQ also did here. Even before open it went to 532. Now what? Now I have to think about both buyers and sellers. But I was looking for price to pull back. Then I can go long. But till then I can short because these are the good levels. But then I have to be careful. I have to be using a tight stop. Otherwise I cannot do the short. And 645, this was my last line in sand for sellers. These are the weekly levels, not like day trading levels. Starting here up, weekly levels. So actually starting from 586 here onwards, it's a weekly levels, right? So definitely I have to try the weekly levels. But before that, the way it was going higher, right after the news, before the news, right of the open, it makes sense because internals were not that strong. The way it opened here, internals were almost negative. Ideally it should have been like way positive. That was the first sign I saw it. In Discord I said it's internals are not supporting the idea. So I started shorting it, but at the same time I knew at that point that ES has to go below 15. I was saying in Discord it has to go below 15 first, but it didn't go below it. So I took the short right here at 532, right of the open, but then damn thing went below it up to 514, and I also said in Discord this 514 could act as a support because it was a resistance which is broken. Now it can act as a support, but I didn't want to see price going higher. Bounce is fine, but I want to see it going higher. So here I had my 5-point loss, first loss again. Now then it went higher, right? See, now it's too hard for me to justify the long considering risk reward. Only option left is short, but I have to be careful, because you don't know. It's FOMC day. I was not expecting price to move in this fashion before FOMC. So, but that is my expectation, because long term, daily time frame, weekly, they are all supporting bearish bias, So here, I took another short. It again worked into my favor. At that point I said it has to hold, bias have to hold 532, 538 level. So watch that level. I wanted to see sellers taking it out since I was short, right? And I was looking for a pullback into 505 area, because at that point I was not looking for a full reversal. At least first target is 505 and then lower, if price supports the idea. Otherwise I have to bail out. So price came down here, so initially my stop was 10 point. I moved it like 5 point higher above my entry, so like 571. So I had a 5-point loss here. I was making money here, almost 30 some point. I didn't take it because I was looking for lower, because internals were still negative here, So, but anyway, damn thing just again bounced from here. I said okay, little bounce is fine, but then it should act this area as a resistance, but it did not. It just went through it. So 5-point loss again here, right? So because I moved down to 5 points instead of 10 point at that point. So now I have a 10-point loss here, okay? Then price went again straight up higher. Now this starting 606, 591 onwards, it's a weekly levels. Now since I already tried shorts here, right? On the one hand, it doesn't make sense to short, but on the other hand, price is now getting exhausted. Even though it's a step up, it is touching weekly level. So I have to play the short. So this time at this 602, I put a 15-point stop. Again I got stopped out instantly. At this time is an instant stop out. So now I have a 15-point stop, 5 point, 30-point loss so far. Fine. Then it went again higher. At this point, this last run was exhaustive run. See, up to this point, little pullback, straight up, pullback, straight up. This one straight up into this 645 weekly level again. So, and anyway, it's my backup sellers area. ES was testing backup sellers area also, 35 at that time. This is the last line of defense. So I took again short. This time my target was 602, where initially I took that short and I got stopped out, right? This time I was expecting price to come down here, turn this area into buying area, or this area into buying area, one of this or this, it cannot go below it now. So I targeted this one, 645 initial short. I took one contract here, I'm just giving you example, okay. Then it pulled back 642, I took another short, the same shorts I gave it in Discord. Then here 602, that's where I took the profit. My target was 576 actually, but this high, but I bailed out at 602. See, now I got 80 points in two contracts, 1 and 1, right? 40 point here, 40 point here. This loss was total 30 points, net 50 points up, right? Now at this point, since price bounced, I knew this one of these two levels, or max is this level, will act as a support, and price will now most likely stay higher. Okay, so after that point onwards, there is no short, but I switched the bias to the long side now. Now it's all about longs, right? So I have to pick up the longs here. So I watched this, price came down here, bounced from this. I did not pick up the long here because it was a breakdown here. Okay, so it's a risky, it may fall here. So I did not take the long here. I watched it. It was like doing like this. Okay, right? So I waited basically for FOMC. Now, as per our guideline, right? Today we were supposed to stay long after at FOMC. That is based on our guidelines. So I don't usually go against the guideline. So guideline says go long during FOMC. Okay. So this was my first long right around FOMC. Right after FOMC minute released to 2 p.m. right. So price broke down here. See that? Like here. Like this. It was holding this level, this balance basically. Right? It broke down here. Right at 216 or so. Right? Immediately pop back up. I went long right there at this weekly level, 595. Target 645, which is this, right? So this time I got again 50 point. Now net 50 plus 50, 100 point up for the day, right? Now then I didn't want to short it, but here there was a failed breakout. So if I wanted to short, I could have done it here, but I didn't want to short. I was interested for a particular level, which is this. In Discord, I already gave this level, that one touch NQ. That look for this level. Yes, it was this level, 22 actually, which is this. So NQ came straight down to this level. I was expecting a bounce here. Then I was interested to see what it does, because this failed breakout sellers, if they are strong, they will not let price go above, I said in Discord, 614 to 618 or something, right here. It will not go above this. Bounce is expected here, okay? So first time, if you look at it here, this rejection, see that? It went down. Then here it opened. First it went down like this candle, second candle. At this point, it's a do or die. Either it's gonna go down below this, I'm ready for short. If it goes back up above this, I'm ready for long also. Okay. Now there was another account where I put this long, actually long here, based on the guideline, before even FOMC. So that trade was around 1358, which is this time, right around this level. I went long. That trade I held it and I bailed out right here. That was my target. Okay. So that is a separate account trade. Now here, this things, it went down. It couldn't close below it. Pop back up, closed here. Then this candle went up above this area. This is the long. Right here, into this area. The moment this candle pull back down here, pop back up, this is your long, right there. Then you can bail out here if you want to, or you can hold it up to this point. That's it. After that, do not expect to do anything, you know, but actually trading is over right here, you know, official trading was over here, and that's it, you know. ES, same story. 20s is very powerful, so long was here, bailout was wherever you want to, you know, this level or this level. Actually 65 was the target. In NQ 742. Then once the target is achieved, look, price did not go much higher, right? So, and that was at 324, right? So after that, price did not go much higher. I already put this trade, this one trade, into Discord with this exit, you know, and that's pretty much it, you know. Now the problem starting tomorrow, you know. So starting tomorrow, hold on. So this area, yesterday, this is yesterday, right? Yesterday, I said longs here, right? In this area, I said during FOMC, I want to see a shorts from this area, and then go down, right? And then come here. But if long works from here, and if price cannot go below this, and still ping-ponging here, most likely it's gonna go higher, you know, in that case. Now, you look, see, here. See this area? That was supposed to be a short area. Now you see my shorts, 1, 2, 3, 4, all in this area, right? Which I highlighted yesterday. You have to watch yesterday's end of the video. So now you understand why I was taking shorts. So this 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to respect whatever is my reading is, right? But now look at this long. See, the long should come from here. Look this. See here, the first touch at 836, and then it went up and it never closed below it. So now we know these longs are active. Still I was shorting it, right? And then the same area, once price proved it that now shorts are not going to work, which actually these shorts work. But then at this point I knew that now shorts are not going to work. So switch the gear, same area, I took the longs here. See? So it's all about price reading, expectation. You defend whatever is your read was and how the price is acting. You know? Yes, intraday it was scary, going against it. I could have gone long here because in Discord I said all this level can turn into support. I was watching it turning into support, but I refused to go long and I continue to do shorts because shorts are easy to deal with. Today price did not tank, right? Otherwise these shorts would have given me more than 100 point or 200 point, right? But it's fine, you know. I just countered with 5 point stop loss. Here 15 points, but eventually I recovered it and I went long also. See, so it's all about the reading also at the same time, you know. Now tomorrow, you know, it's very critical tomorrow, you know. Tomorrow, since now sellers are not allowed, buyers are not allowed to let go price below this level. They are not allowed. That means you should not see price going below this area, you know. Now this is an aggressive area, okay. Ideally you don't want to see price going below this green line 590. That's it. So this area should act as a support in the overnight and tomorrow. Price goes below it, it's a risk for buyers, okay. So now watch tomorrow these things. That be all.